Yes, people, we are back again. I had to say that while I got my guy on with me, man. Listen, another stream, another channel, another show, and one of the best, man. One of my favorites. My boy Troops is back with me. How are you, sir?
I'm good, man. What are you telling me, Potsy?
Yeah, likewise, bro. I can't lie, man. When Arsenal sit at the top of the table, you're happy. When Arsenal are waiting for a Champions League game, you're happy. It's just mad that this break. I kind of want. I don't know about you. Let me start there, man. I want
Yeah,
this momentum to carry on, and it feels like where's my football at? Do you know what I'm saying? It's
yeah. The
kind of like
break
when
came
you're on
at
a
the
high.
wrong time.
Yeah, and like I was listening to Gary Neville and Roy Keane earlier. They were like, "Why do we have this international break right in the middle of like a title race?" It just seems weird for me when they're like friendlies that don't mean nada. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But I'm good, bro. Arsenal are top and looking good. So how can I be angry at the moment? Do you know what I'm saying? But how are you, man?
Same old man. You get me? Just trying to get through this international break. Dead
Mm.
fam.
Yeah, it is, man. It really is, bro. I can't even lie. Listen, before we get into the football, do me a favor, people. Make sure you smash the like. Thank you so much for allowing us to hit 17K last night. Really happy with that. So let's get us to the next target of 20. Thank you all so much for that. Make sure you smash the like and subscribe, and make sure you head over to Troops and do the same thing with him over there. Big up to all you guys in the chat, man. Make sure you click on the link in the comments as well for Surfshark VPN. You're going to see an unbelievable bit of acting soon from me and Lee Judges, man, which Troops is going to love. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Listen, Troops, let me hit you with some questions, my bro. Um, International duty, a lot of our players are going to potentially be involved. Um, where are you at with this? Because I was listening earlier to Gary Neville and Roy Keane, and they were saying Sir Alex Ferguson basically said, "Yeah, you ain't going." Like he used to have, I think 6 or 7. I think they said there was like Andy Cole, Nicky Butt, Paul Scholes, Bex, all these guys. Gary Neville, obviously the Neville brothers. He used to say, "Right, you three can go. You three are going to be injured." Do you think that still happens nowadays? And do you think Arteta might be playing a little bit of that at times? We've seen Gabriel now with this knock. Saka's been reported to be training sort of on his own separately. Do you expect to see like a few players drop out of this international break, bro?
Well, Gabriel's dropped out already, so there's one. If I think if it's friendlies, there's a chance. I think if the game actually means something, then there's no chance. Um, Saka and them, I don't know, man. He's there in it, and that's the problem. Like, I think players have more power now than back in the day. I think back in the day, the manager more controlled what would happen and what the player would do, especially when it was like international break and it was a friendly. So a lot of the players, like, unless you're Ben White, want to play for England. So I'm not sure. Yeah, yeah, blood. I'm not sure a lot of them would turn down the opportunity.
Mm. Yeah, it's interesting, man. Just on that, Ben White, what do you make of it? I mean, I listened to a lot of your content, and a lot of people got mixed reviews on this. Some people are saying, "Yeah, you know what, screw Southgate and all them, man," and some people are saying, "Nah, you don't ever turn down your country." Where you at, man? Because let's be real, he would have been picked. He's been quality for the last few months. So where are you at with this one, bro?
It's his choice, isn't it? It's his prerogative. You understand?
Yeah,
I'm club over country, innit? So you get
same.
me. I kind of hear where he's coming from. If he's had a issue with Steve Holland, then he doesn't want to work under this regime. Then that's his choice, isn't it? We've seen better players turn down international call ups. You get me? So I think it's just because England's a very patriotic country. All the hooligans are coming out and spitting out their fucking dummies, and you get me. When really and truly, 90% of people don't give a shit.
Yeah, and
I'd
do you know
rather
what's
my
mad?
players not play for their international
Yeah.
um, side because then it protects them, innit?
I'm the same. Like for me, go and enjoy your tournament. Go and enjoy that World Cup. Go and enjoy that Euros, and I wish you all the best in it. But these international friendlies that get in the way of our season, I'm with you. Always been Arsenal over England. Always will be, right? And also, when it comes to Ben White, as much as I don't ever think it looks good, if it is true and Ben White was out in the World Cup and he's looking at players like Harry Maguire and Eric Dyer getting ahead of him, I don't really blame him saying, "Do you know what? Count me out then. Because if you're not going to pick me ahead of them, you ain't ever going to pick me." If it's like untrue because it's all rumor. No one actually knows what's going on. Some people are saying it's because Steve Holland's had a row with him about him saying that he's not going to watch football unless he's playing in it. Some people are saying that it's because he's been playing players ahead of him. Other people are saying it was something away from football. They had an argument, disagreement about. No one actually gets it. All I know is that I don't think he's ever going to be playing for England. And whilst these coaching staff and manager are here. So there's no doubt in my mind he's good enough. And I know we've got a lot of right backs here. We've got Trent, we've got Reece James when he's fit, Kyle Walker, Kieran Trippier, and now obviously Ben White. But some of those are coming to the end. And I think if you look at Trent and Ben White and Reece James can't keep fit. Trent's obviously injured at the moment. So it would have been a great opportunity for Ben White. So it's mad for me to think that we're not actually going to have an England side with Ben White in it because I think he's been one of the best players, particularly this since 2024. But at the same time, he's got his reasons. And I don't think people should be like, without knowing those reasons, judging it or guessing it. I think you've got to understand the truth. And I'm sure it will come out one day as to what's happened there, man. So that's Ben White. Looking at this Etihad game, man, let's be real. This one's massive. Like, this is probably, I would say, the best game in maybe over a decade, troops. Like, we're looking at this now, this Man City game, and it's reminding me, if we win, of potentially the Overmars 98 against Old Trafford. That's how big it is, yeah? And that ended, we all know, with what was a Premier League and FA Cup double. And people are talking about it being winning big moments away from home, the Silva and Wiltord moment, the other moments where we won at big grounds. And I ask myself this question, and it worries me. I've done this a lot so far already this season, and we haven't come away with 3 points, bro. So let me give you examples. This is just this season. We went into a North London derby and we had to win it, and we ended up taking away a draw, right? Then we went to Villa Park, where it was massive at the time. Villa were actually like in a title race if you counted it at that time around Christmas. We lost the game. We went to St James Park. We lost the game. We went to Anfield. We couldn't win the game. We drew it. Now we've got 3 massive away games to the end of this season, bruv. Etihad, White Hart Lane, and Old Trafford. And I just have in the back of my mind, do we have the mentality to get across the line here? Now we're going to take them one at a time, of course, right? And the next one is huge. It's Etihad, which is probably the biggest game of the season, people are saying. Do you think we have the mentality to go away from that game with 3 points? And what does that mean to you if that happens?
I don't know if we got the mentality to go away and do it. We have to. If we win the league. It's simple as that. If we go there, we win the league. But I don't know if we can go there and win. I don't know if they've got the mentality. I don't know if they got the minerals, as to say. You get me? Because when they've had to go away and win, they haven't done the job. They've always come back with a defeat. So it's about the players' mental now. They have to believe in themselves that they can go out there and do the job. You get me? They have to play the same way they played against them at the Emirates. Same again. You get me? You can't be playing them like last year, giving them time and space and letting them dictate the game and letting De Bruyne find them passes. You can't give them any time. You have to look at other teams as well that have gone up there and caused them problems. You get me? You have to look at Chelsea, how they went up there and caused them problems. You have to change your tactics as well. It's not just on the players, it's on Arteta as well. That's the thing. He can't go up there and think, yeah, I'm going to go gun for gun against Pep. It's not going to work.
Do you know, it's mad because they can get got at. They can get got behind. We've seen players getting behind them. I see Rashford getting behind them twice at least. Do you know what I'm saying? I've seen, like you say, Chelsea sides who've been poor. Players like Cole Palmer, players like Raheem Sterling that have got in behind them. That means that we can. Yeah, that means we can. And actually, our away record, if you look at it, has been very, very good. I know we lost to Fulham away, but if you look at it this season, it has not been a bad away record at all. We go into this game full of confidence. There's momentum for sure. There's confidence for sure. But you always know, mate, that the Etihad is PTSD for a lot of us. We've had shocking results there. If you look at the last year, the last couple of times that we've been there, we couldn't do it last year in a title race. Year before that, we got absolutely mashed up by like 5. One before that, we got battered.
Even last year, 4-1.
4-1, bruv. 4-1. I remember I was with AFTV and they said to me, what do you think the score's going to be? Everyone's going around, they're going 3-0, 2-0, 3-1. I'm like, Are you joking? I think we're going to lose this. And I said we will lose 3-0. And we lost. And everyone said I was toxic. And I mean,
Mm,
Rob Holding at the back, bro.
mm-hmm.
I was like, we ain't going to keep a clean sheet here. No chance. People were saying 2-0s, 2-1s, 3-2s. I'm like, this ain't going to be pretty. And it weren't. So, listen, we don't go into it with that this time. Hopefully, we got our first 11 fit. Last time we played them, we beat them at the Emirates. People were saying, yeah, but we didn't have Rodri. Yeah, we didn't have Saka, remember? So we can play that game. I just want, right, and I mean this for Man City as well. I want Man City's 11 to be fit and Arsenal's 11 to be fit, and they go at it. And let's just actually see who is the best. That's what I want. I don't want to beat them and they go, yeah, but we had De Bruyne and Foden and Haaland out. I want all of them fit. I want everyone to turn up because for me, this is the mentality contest right now. This is to prove that Arsenal have got, as you say, the minerals to get across the line in one of the biggest games and away games this season. And I just think this one could go either way because of the quality on show. But I do look at Man City right now, troops, and I don't think it is the same team. Now, I still think they're going to probably win the league. Don't get me wrong here, right? But people have said to me, do you think this Man City side is impressive? Yeah, I do. But I don't look at the same side from last side that I do. Because for me, they've missed Mahrez. They haven't replaced him. They've missed Gundogan. They haven't replaced him. They brought in Doku and Nunez, who doesn't look anything like it. And there just seems to be something about this Man City side that isn't flowing quite right at the moment. Defensively, they definitely look weaker. But you just know that they're incredibly dangerous. So how do you actually see this one going? I know we're all way off at the moment, but where do you see in terms of like how this may where this could be won, the actual like key battles, who needs to turn up for Arsenal? Where's your head at, bro?
Right now, it's a bit like you said, it's a bit early, isn't it? So
Yeah,
I don't even know if like I need to see like all the players come back fit from international duty. Anything could happen.
that's the
But
first thing. Yeah.
yeah, but I think we have to score first.
Mm.
You get me? I think if we don't score first, yeah, just call it a night.
Yeah, man, it could be horrible, man.
I think
It
it's
could be.
that because if they score, they're gonna get 2-3. They'll get 2-3. They're at home. You understand? It don't matter how solid we've been. That pressure of the Etihad. We ain't won this since 2016. So you get me? It's not even 2016. It's 2015. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
2015.
was.
Santi. Yeah, it's 2015.
Sani Cazorla
So
and Giroud, yeah.
9 years. You get me? So none of these players have gone there and won. Even gone there and been in the game. So the first thing they have to do is stay in the game and get the goal. Get the goal, then you can build off it. But if they just go there with this, if they go there with like mentality and then they hit the tunnel and then they lose it, because for me the game's won and lost before you even get on the pitch. From you get in the tunnel, that's where you win and lose a game. When they look over and see Rodri, Haaland, De Bruyne, Diaz, Stones, these are world-class players, blood. You understand? We ain't got no world-class players right now. We got borderline.
No.
You get me? We're going up against them. So it's a lot of mentality still. And the first goal, like I said, that's vital.
No, it's massive, man. It's absolutely massive. I think you've summed it up right there. You look in the tunnel, they've got players that are ready. Look across, we look quite lethal in terms of Ben White, stature, Saliba, Gabriel, even Kivior, Havertz, Rice. You think, okay, there's some monsters there. But what's different is they haven't done anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
The team they're looking at have done it all. They've just won a treble and they're favourites to do it again, right? So that's why it's going to be massive for me. Lastly on this game before we move, Mikel Arteta. A lot of people call him the nearly there man, the nearly guy. He's going to be called that until he wins something, right? Gets us across the line. I think this game, if he manages to take 3 points, I think this could be a massive turning point in his career because for me, every single time we've gone away, he hasn't been able to get across the line. Every time we've got nearly there, top 4, bottled it. Every time we got nearly there, title, bottled it. This game for me, I'm with you. If we win it, I put us favourites for the league. That's how massive this is. And I think it's a huge turning point for him, man. And I've actually got to give him credit. 2024, he's impressed me more than any other season. And I'll tell you why. I think he's learned a lot. And I also think he's shown plan B. And I don't think we've ever had a plan B with Mikel Arteta. I think he's tried to make plan A better with worse players. What I mean by that is if Jesus ain't doing it, fling on Eddie. If it ain't quite working for Martinelli or Saka, fling on Nelson or Smith Rowe. There's been no change. I've started to see a little bit of change with now Ben White inverting at right back instead of Kivior trying to do it at left back when Zinchenko's out. I've seen now Jorginho coming in a double pivot with Declan Rice, and he's allowed Bryce to move forward. I've seen Kai Havertz and Trossard do more of a link-up thing. We're in and out of possession. Sometimes it's 4-4-2 as well as 4-2-3-1 and 4-3-3. So I've actually seen a lot of plan B from him. The other thing I'll say about him is I actually think that what we've been able to do is to actually improve and listen to coaching staff, which is something I've never really seen him do. The set pieces, incredible since we come back from Dubai. So he's allowing everybody to get involved a little bit more now. And I've got to say, I've got to big him up, man, because I've had my doubts on Mikel. Of course I have. I know you have too. But actually, when he's doing things like that, that's the sort of manager I want to be seeing at my club, bro. And I think if he can get across the line at the Etihad, I just think there's a lot of people, you and I included, that might go, and neutrals as well, media, that might go, wow, okay, Arsenal could do this, Arsenal could be the real deal. So what have you made of Mikel in this period of time, man? Has he impressed you of late?
Yeah, man. Not in the Champions League, but in the Premier League, we've done well. But we're beating teams we're supposed to beat. You get me? There's not like one team in this run where I've gone like, oh my God, we beat them. You get me? Like I expected to beat Liverpool, even after we lost the FA Cup game, I knew the league game would be a different game. You get me? And it was. So I think he has done well. What I like is that last season we kind of get like a 2-0, 3-0 lead and kind of take our foot off the pedal. Whereas this year we're getting like to 3, 4, 5, 6. He's like telling them to go kill off the team. It's kind of like watching City when City don't take their foot off the gas. City just go and try and get as many goals as they can. So I like that he's kind of took the foot off the brake pedal and now we're kind of flat out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just that away record in big games. You get me? Like we've gone to Chelsea and won, and we've gone to Tottenham and won, but we ain't gone to Liverpool and won. We ain't gone to Old Trafford and won. We ain't gone to City and won. And they're the 3 places you kind of got to go and do your thing. You get me? That's when people like looking, all right, cool. Then they went there and won. And this could be the game changer, the tide changer, where the tide goes the way that he wants it to go. It's not going the other way, because all it takes is a win at the Etihad, and then 99% of the doubters are believers. You get me? So in this time out, he needs to be getting everything into place. He should know his starting 11 by now for that game. You get me? Even with the international break and players, what, he should know that, okay, cool. If everyone's fit, this is what I'm going with. This is the tactic we're going to play. And boom. But we cannot concede first, blood.
Yeah, man, that's massive, isn't it? That's a nice little segue for me to finish nicely on this game. Everyone's fit. What's your 11 for Man City at the Etihad?
Raya in goal. White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli.
Havertz, Saka, Martinelli. So you have Havertz in the 9 still. Jesus on the bench. Zinchenko on the bench. Tomiyasu on the bench. Jorginho on the bench. Trossard on the bench. It's looking a good bench, man. Finally. Finally. Do you know, I can't really disagree with you. The only thing I will say on that team, I'd agree with every single position. My question mark would be whether Partey is fit. And then obviously
you said if Partey's fit. You said if everyone's fit.
Yeah. So I agree. And if
he's not, then Jorginho.
Exactly. That's what I'm getting at. So if everyone's fit like us, I agree with you. The only one at question marks is Partey. No Jesus against City, no Zinchenko against City. And it's mad, isn't it? Because they were 2 players that we looked at last season as absolute definite starters.
Not Zinchenko.
Crazy how things change, man. Like, who would have thought Kivior and Havertz would have been in our first 11, selected ahead of Jesus and Zinchenko. And again, that's praise to Mikel
I don't rate
Arteta.
Zinchenko, blood.
Fair play. I can't sit
Crybaby,
there and lie. I can't sit there and lie.
crybaby politician, blood. Man cost us the league title last year, blood. I'll never forgive that man.
Do you know what? It's mad. I'm glad you said it. Because when I say it, people think it's just because I love Kieran Tierney. Right? Oh, Potsy just loves
People say
Kieran
the same
Tierney.
thing about me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I do love Kieran Tierney. I don't mind admitting it. I'd have him still. Love the kid, right? But when Zinchenko's on at Anfield and I'm crying out for Tierney and this guy brings him on when the goal's already gone in, I'm asking Zinchenko what he's doing and I'm asking Mikel Arteta what he's doing. When Zinchenko this season messes about with it against Fulham, yeah, and we concede, I'm asking him what he's doing. When he's at Anfield and he lets Salah just walk past him, I'm asking him what he's doing. So for me,
Aston
if
Villa.
everybody's fit, Aston Villa, that was the one, man. Aston Villa. There was another one as well, man, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Wolves.
it was the home game at Wolves. The 2-1.
Wolves. We won,
And then
but
he
what
tried
was he
blame it, and
doing?
then he tried blame it on Rice, the little fucking idiot.
That's right. I remember this now. So Zinchenko's cost, man. He's cost us. And I don't mind him on the ball, troops. I don't. I think he's all right on the ball. But he ain't a left back, bro. Like I look at him and I think Kivior's proven actually he can defend. And to be fair, Timber was looking brilliant, and I think he probably will be our first choice when he's fit. Tomiyasu is a better one-on-one defender. That means Zinchenko's like what, our third, fourth choice left back. So no wonder he's being linked away with Bayern Munich moves and stuff like this. So yeah, man, I'm kind of with you. A lot of people are saying it. Me and Turkish would talk about it about a month ago. Like we would both just sat there and said the same thing at the same time. Everyone laughs. Like we'd conceded a goal and we said Zinchenko is a shit defender at the same time. And it was just like, tell me that we're wrong. Tell us that we're wrong. I don't know, man. Like for me, yeah, emotional. I get it. One of these passion merchants screams all the time at the crowd. I get that. That's all cool. And you can be a fan favorite that way. But he doesn't get into my first 11 either, bruv. He doesn't. So maybe it's a good thing, man, that we've got some players now that are coming in to cover. But yeah, for me, I wouldn't change things. And even if it is because it is Man City, I wouldn't play Jesus and Zinchenko like you because I think right now they don't get into the first 11. They're fine to come on from the bench if you want. Jesus is actually a very good sub to bring on, but they don't start for me either, man. So listen, you touched previously early on it, Champions League. I don't want to talk too much about the draw and Bayern Munich, all that, because we've done all that and it's been done last week, right? This competition, how close do you think we can get to winning this, and do you think we can win it?
Semi-final.
Yeah.
No
and what we
further
go
than
out
that.
to City or Madrid?
Go out to Madrid.
You think?
We ain't got a striker. You need a striker to win the Champions League, mate. When did City win the Champions League? When they got Haaland. Haaland might not have scored in the final, but Haaland was the one that got them over that Champions League hurdle. Aguero, they weren't Champions League ready. Jesus ain't a fucking striker. So it lands on Haaland. You need a striker. You just need that outlet. You get me? Your striker might not even score in the final, but he'll be an outlet. You get me? Like, yeah, I think the furthest you can get is semi-final. We can't go to Madrid and win. No way. I'm not a girl.
Don't want to stop playing
Shout out, gal, my guy. But brother, yo, I think you need to smoke weed, blood. You might maybe help you with your senses, mate. You understand? Big man thing. But yeah, we can't. Yeah, you look at that. You look at that Madrid team. It's the 2024 Galacticos. You get me? Like Vinny, Rodrigo, Tchouameni, Valverde. I haven't got to Jude, blood. Jude, Camavinga,
unreal.
Alaba, Rudiger, Courtois, bro. Oh my days. Oh shit. Vinny v Ben White. Nah, I'm not ready, blood. Benny Blanco, my guy, you know, but nah. I'm not. We ain't ready for that, blood. You understand? Like that is.
You think they'll definitely beat City? Yeah.
Yeah. Pep wants
Interesting.
that 4 in a row. He's got his Champions League. He don't really care about back-to-back Champions League. He wants that 4 because then he'll have won 4 in a row, a treble, a domestic treble, a double. He's done all of it. That's when he is officially the greatest Premier League manager of all time. If he wins the 4th one this year, he's better than Fergie. Fergie's 13 can spin on it, mate, because he's done everything you've done in a shorter time, and he's done something you never could do. That's the 4th.
Mate, it's mad, you know. It's absolutely mad if they win 4 in a row.
Mm.
But it's even madder if they win 2 trebles in a row, which they're favourite to do, which is madness for me. But yeah, man, listen, we got to get through Bayern first. First leg, they have got no away fans, which is going to be weird, bruv. Yeah. Apparently,
Yeah,
we're
because
allowed
they're
to film
loud.
as well.
Bayern
Say again?
fans are loud.
Mm.
They're loud, blood. I remember when not even like obviously the game in Munich, but I remember when they came over, they were loud, blood. I was like, raw. These men are loud, blood.
They're going to bring them as well, aren't they? They're just going to go outside the ground. I know they're not allowed in at the Emirates, but they're going to be outside. I
Yeah,
bet you anyone.
they'll probably do that little European walk up thing that they do when they
Yeah.
always go to London. But I think there'll be Bayern Munich fans scattered in the home end anyway.
Yeah, you're probably right, you know. You're probably
Mm-hmm.
right. How'd you see this one going then? Over 2 legs?
Because you have to remember this, like Arsenal have said that the away end tickets are going to go on sale to Arsenal fans.
That's right.
So we have to see if it's general sale or how they're going to sell them tickets. Because if it goes on general sale, the Bayern Munich fans are going to jump all over it.
Yeah, man, they are. It's mad, isn't it? It's going to be weird, I'll tell you that. How'd you see this one going then, man? Over 2 legs with Harry Kane.
We got to win the first leg by 2 goals.
I agree.
Otherwise, it's done. Simple as.
I think 2-0 at home would be absolutely perfect. I think we're going to need to do it. Because
these
then we get over there.
These lot shit the bed when they go away in Europe. The only place they didn't shit the bed was Sevilla. And Sevilla's not. I've been Sevilla. Sevilla's not intimidating. Lens is intimidating. I've been to French grounds. I've been to. Who did we beat? Who did we play with Emery and we lost 3-1? Was it Rennes? I think it was Rennes.
Oh yeah, Rennes. Yeah,
I've been to PSG. They are intimidating grounds. Sevilla's not intimidating, blood. That's like fuck yes, whatever, blood. It's like Valencia, the Mestalla. It's just you look and you're like, oh shit, this is big still, but it's like it's not gonna scare you or nothing. You get me?
Yeah.
But
no, it's hostile. Yeah.
Yeah, but when it comes to Bayern Munich, that's a hostile place, blood. You get me? I've been in that arena over there where it gets busy. So we're gonna have to go over there with a comfortable lead.
Yeah, we're gonna need to.
Let me open my front door. One sec, Potsy. My girl's a clown.
Why
do you not take the key, bro? Like this, I wonder why she just goes fucking.
Man. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Listen, let's bring up this super chat while we're waiting for troops. Big up to Philippe, my guy. Big up, bro. I hope you're well. Says big up to Dan and troops. We must win. Winner of the game wins the title. A draw, and then Liverpool in the driving seat. Liverpool also have so many players coming back. Plus Salah still hasn't hit full fitness. He's a danger man. Listen, I agree. I'm going to break this down. I agree. The winner of this game is the favourites to win the title. I still think that Man City will win it as things stand now. That could change if Arsenal win it. A draw, yeah. Liverpool want a draw, man, for sure, because Liverpool are then going to be in the driving seat, and they got players coming back. Alisson, Salah to full fitness. Trent's coming back as well. Who else have they got back? Some of the other like fringe players as well. So yeah, man, I can't disagree with you, Philippe. I cannot disagree with you there one bit. Listen, troops. Let's talk about some of the players that we've been impressed with so far. Say Arsenal do the unthinkable, right? We go win both, which the streets ain't ready if that happens, right? Who are you looking at to say what players are you looking at to say you're the reasons we got across the line? Normally, we're looking at the forward players. If it's City, they're looking at Haalands, Fodens, etc. Right? I think this might be a little bit different at Arsenal, man. But I wanted to get your opinions. Who are you looking towards in terms of this season at being at their top level for Arsenal and the reason why we could go and win some trophies, man?
Odegaard, Gabriel, Raya, Rice, Saka. I think they have to be at their best, and then we got a chance.
Mm. Yeah, likewise, man. Likewise. And I think whenever we get like a Premier League winner, you always look at, it's Haaland if it's City, or it's if it's going to be Liverpool, it's Salah. I actually think if Arsenal win this league, and God, if they
Odegaard.
win the Champions League as well, do you know what I would? Do you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say Gabriel and Saliba as a partnership, and Declan Rice are the three that I look at straight away. Now, Odegaard, to be fair to him, in the last since like his 2024 year, unplayable, mate. He's been incredible. If I look across the season consistently, that trio of Gabriel, Saliba, and Rice, bruv, it's been phenomenal. That's why we've had an unbelievable amount of defensive records. Some of the set pieces these guys have scored. Rice is taking them. Gabriel's heading them in. Saliba's been a monster next to Gabriel. Those three, I just think they've been unreal, man. And I think people have underappreciated a lot of them. A lot of people are saying, yeah, Saliba had a couple of mistakes in him. They never mention Gabriel. Everyone talks about Van Dijk and Kenyatte. Everyone talks about Diaz and Stones. Gabriel underlooked by not just Arsenal fans, but also by neutral fans as well. I think he's been unbelievable this season, Gabriel. And he's been scoring goals with his head. I think he's the top scorer in the Premier League centre-backs wise. So
He's
for
scored the
me,
most goals since he's been in English, since he's been here. I've any
fact.
defender.
That is true. That's a true stat. So I gotta say, man, like I think it's these guys we're talking about, and Declan Rice as well. You can look at him and say what he has done, 105 million, and no one mentions his price tag, mate. That's the biggest compliment you can give anyone. People are talking about Enzo and Caicedo. Oh my God, look how much they cost. People talk about Anthony, Harry Maguire, all these guys that cost amazing amount of money. Even some of our lads, Pepe, yeah, 72 million pound. What the hell? No one mentions Rice, bruv. No one mentions it because it was actually worth every penny, mate. Like what he has done, one of my favorite players, Troop. So I just need to big him up, man. I just think he's been ridiculously good. I love everything about the kid. I think him with the media's great, outside the pitch, leadership mentality. And I honestly believe if there's something we win, people will look towards him and that signing. I really do, Troops.
Yeah, because we needed that after Xhaka left, innit? Xhaka last season was his only good season, in my opinion, as an Arsenal player. The rest of them seasons were a joke. He kind of improved in the season before the last as well, but up until then he was piss poor to say the least. Rice has just come in and every game is just minimum 7 out of 10. And that's what you need to win major honors. You need your main players 7 out of 10 minimum every game. Can't drop below that. Because if you're a 7, then you're performing at a decent level consistently. And he's brought that bite into the midfield, that confidence, that leadership. And man always knew he was going to be like this, blood. You get me? So for me, it's just like, told you so.
Yeah. Phenomenal, man. Absolutely phenomenal. He has been. Yeah, I have to say it, man. Listen, big up to Ola, man. Make sure you do me a favor. Go follow my boy, Man like Ola. Says, large up my people, damn pots and troops. We win both ties and the whole of Europe starts looking at us differently. Big love to you both. Come on, you Gunners. Make sure you go follow the Fight Week show. Make sure you do that now, people. Subscribe and get over to support my boy Ola, who knows both of us well. So make sure you do that. Big up to you, bro. Must catch up soon, man. It's been
my
too
fellow
long.
Wenger outer. We go
Yeah,
way
man.
back.
Remember those days.
We go way back, Ola. Me and Ola used to be punching up Wenger ins.
Wenger ins. I remember those days, man. I remember that day. Those days.
Shit got physical a couple times, man. I can't know.
Yeah, I can only imagine, man. I did see some scenes back then. It was a long time ago now. And those days, thank God they're over, man. I'll tell you now. Crazy.
I reacted to my Bayern Munich rant yesterday, innit? It's the first time I've watched it since because people think I watch my videos. I watch my videos. I don't watch my rants, innit? So when the video came out, I watched it and that was it. So I've only watched it 2 times. And yesterday was the second time. And when I was watching it again, I was just like, obviously, because I'm reacting, I'm stopping it. And I'm like, yo, we were fucked. Yo, We were fucked, blood. Like, this club had me moving mad. Like, if I saw Wenger after that game, but I might have got nicked. You understand? Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Like, it was crazy, blood. Where we are now is, yeah, it's a bigger turnaround than flipping Bruce Jenner to Caitlyn. It's mental.
It is, bro. It is mental. And I look at it now and think, do you know what? As much as we've had concerns and doubts, he has got us challenging again, Mikel Arteta. Hats off to him. He has got us challenging again. We now need to work out whether this guy can get us across the line, which is what I want to move to now before we come to a close, bruv, right? A lot of people are saying that this guy is safe, whatever. A lot of people are saying that you can't sack him because of what he's done. A lot of people are saying that you can sack him because if he doesn't win anything, it's another year of failure. Now, I've always said that there's context with this one for me. Like you've just said, you predicted that we'll probably get to a semi-final and lose to Real Madrid, and you think we can go all the way if we beat Man City. That to me sounds like we might get pretty close, in your opinion, right? And I'm the same opinion as well, by the way. I think there's context to keep this guy for another season. Give him the window that we need, that we all love. More windows than Microsoft. I've said it myself, right? But
the famous line.
Yeah, man. But I do think
that I've seen enough.
I need to get it on here, man. It's the plain black. Do you know what I'm saying?
Like, I'm gonna get brand risk FC. Apparently, I'm a brand risk. You get me? So I'm gonna get brand risk FC. Oh, you get me? Man. Brand risk FC. You understand? I'm the chairman of Brand Risk Football Club. You understand? If you're welcome to join anytime, you get me.
Man, love that,
I
bro.
swear down,
mate.
And then and then fucking Husam's gonna get there. You are, and then fucking Flawless is gonna get. What we talking about here? And then Lewis is just getting Poch out.
Oh man, that's all he cares about.
That's what he's gonna get. Poch out, up the Chels.
Mate, man, I had Johnny on here yesterday. Oh my god, man, he was just ranting and raving about Chelsea, man. He's
he's a nutter.
He's a nut job, man. I love him. He's so funny, man.
That's my guy, bro. Shout out Johnny.
Let's
have it right.
Let's have it right, bruv. I love him. He's class, man.
He's fucking hilarious.
Honestly, says it how it is, man. Just that's hilarious. And he was going to me, I'll say it with chest, bruv. You've got another Dennis Bergkamp in his adverts. He was going to me.
He loves Havertz and Mount.
He loves him. He loves him, bro. Make sure you go check that out, people. One of the last videos I did with me and Johnny. It was class, man, yesterday, man. But yeah, this Arteta stuff.
I'm with you. Like, I was on before. I was on Husam's channel earlier, and I was me and Northside, and Northside saying if you don't win that, and he wants him out. And for me, I said that I'm kind of like you. I said that if we go out to Bayern and we fall apart in the league, then I'm kind of swaying that way. If we lose the league on the last day of the season and get to the semi-final in the Champions League, I can't really, you get me? I can't really fault him, blood. You understand? He has to go out in the window, get me a midfielder, get me a striker, and bring me home my major honor. This year, FA Cup would have saved him. Next year, FA Cup don't save him. I need Champions League or Premier League. It's simple as that. If you don't win nothing this year, you got one more year, mate. And FA Cup will not be good enough. I do value the FA Cup. That's why I said FA Cup would have saved him this year, but it don't save him next year, blood, because it's been too long. Pause. We're talking 2020 since we last won a trophy. That's our longest drought since 9 years, leaving Highbury to Emirates, bro. You get me? That's where I am on that still.
Facts, bro. I can't even disagree with anything you've just said. I'm exactly the same as you. Exactly the same as you. Let's close by asking this question. You mentioned it a minute ago. I don't like to look to the future too much because we do that too much as a fan base. And we've just spoken about this season. But seeing as we've come to a conclusion on that, you mentioned a midfielder and a striker. Who would you like to see come in those two positions, bro?
Tony Zubamendi.
Okay.
But I know that Tony probably ain't going to happen after the way he keeps behaving. He needs to use his brain, blood. Like, if you're going to go to a big club, you can't be behaving like this. Like, a big club's going to, you get me, going to think like, okay, is he going to come do this stupidness here as well? Like, big clubs look at everything in it when they're signing you. You understand? So I think he kind of cost him his move, but I'd go for the Sporting Lisbon kid.
Mm,
I think he looks good.
yeah, I like him.
I think you pronounce it Euro,
Gyökeres.
yeah,
Yeah,
Gyökeres. I like the look of him. Pause. Coming like the man. We have my woman right, yes sir. But Zuba Douglas Luiz. I got this thing, pause, with Paulina at Fulham. Like
yeah, I like him.
it's but for me it would be Paulina and Zuba. So you bring in Paulina as the experience. You get rid of El Neni, you get rid of Lokonga, you get rid of Fabio Vieira, all of that blood. You get me, and then you bring in Zuba, you bring in a Paulina, you add that to Jorginho, Rice, Partey, Odegaard. We're cooking.
Yeah, man. We would be. We would be. There's two players I would love us to sign in these two positions. I don't know how realistic it would be. I don't think it would be massively unrealistic, but I think it would be difficult to get them both. The striker, only doubt about it is that he is not 100% fit all the time, but he's an absolute elite baller. Striker, Alexander Isak, man. I think this kid is sick. I see him at Newcastle and I'm like, you are ridiculous. If you just stayed fit for a season, I think he is the best behind Haaland for me in the league. I think he's
Like
better
Pedro
than
Neto as well.
Love him. Love Pedro Neto, bro. My baller. Problem is, always
I
injured.
think he's better than Saka, but it's his injuries that stifle him.
In terms of technique, you're probably not wrong, bro.
He's a demon.
He is. I
Bro,
love
he's
him.
a demon. I think if he could stay fit, he could, bruh. Neto could be that guy. Like, boy, he's blood. When I watch him, I'm like, yo,
Same.
blood.
Same.
He's got that Alexis about him, bro. You get me?
Same.
He's just left-footed. He's mad.
I love him. My problem is injuries. I love Isak. My problem is injuries. And the other one that I'm gonna say in midfield that I think is an unbelievable ball carrier that'd be perfect in this position. Whether we can get him or not, I don't know. Frankie De Jong, man. I look at him and I looked at his interview when he said about Mark Overmars, and I said I want to play for the
Ain't
clubs.
that Bergkamp's flipping son-in-law?
It's something. It's something
Nah,
like
it's
that.
Van der Beek. Nah, it's Van der Beek.
No, Van der
It's
Beek.
Donny.
That's
It's Donny.
Van der
Yeah,
Beek.
it's Donny.
Yeah,
It's Donny. It's Donny.
yeah.
I knew it's
Nah,
one of them Dutch brothers.
Yeah. I think this guy's quality, man. I think he wants to leave Barcelona. He plays in a position that I think would be quality because I feel like if we're going to keep Partey, Jorginho for another year and Rice, then he can play in that kind of left 8 position. And he is unbelievable ball carrier, man. I got a lot of time for Frankie de Jong. And then with Odegaard as well, I think them two would absolutely kill it, man. So they're the two I would actually look to go for. The only problem is how realistic are they? I don't know. It's going to cost a lot of money, which I believe we'll probably should have. Chaitanya, big up in the chat, has said he's on a lot of money. But what people
Someone
don't
said
realize,
700k. I went in
yeah,
Ross.
yeah. If you look at it though, it's because there was some. What was it? There was something to do. It is 700k, but it isn't. It's basically like I need to check this up before someone misquotes me on it because you know what it's like nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Look up the De Jong thing, man. It is 700k, but it's something like they're not paying him XYZ or it's like all in. So
Okay.
like, do you see what I'm saying? I don't know if I've made myself clear with that, but check that out because it isn't 700k a week like you would think. Basically, there's something to do with are they going to say
Don't they owe him? Don't they owe him peas?
Deferred COVID wages? But it was because
don't they owe him peas?
That's what it is, bro.
That's why he's not leaving. I swear they owe him peas, and he's not leaving until he gets his money.
Barca are broken. That's why it is. There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you might be right. That might keep him stuck at Bayern. Sorry, at Barcelona.
Yeah.
But I like him, man. I like him a lot.
Nah, he's a baller still.
Yeah, he is a baller, man. The other two that I like is Kefren Thuram and Youssouf Fofana over in France. I think them two are
Thuram at Inter?
No, not Marcus Thuram. Kefren Thuram at Lille. Is it Lille or Nice? Where's he at? Might be Nice. But he's a baller, man. Like box to box player, really decent player. A lot of athleticism. He's got a decent amount of quality. I'm a big fan of him, man. Kefren Thuram, and obviously Youssouf Fofana as well. Monaco wise, absolutely.
Yeah, I like the Fofana kid.
Yeah, he's class, man. Absolute class.
I've seen him still.
There we go. Nice. He's at Nice. This Kefren Thuram. But they're the only other ones I'm looking at. But we'll see, man. Listen,
Isaac, if he wasn't injury prone, I'd say he'd be I rate him, but I never said him because of the injuries, isn't it? That's why I kind of just because
That's the problem.
we need. I mean, Jesus is already fucking half dead, blood. So I need someone that's 75% alive. You get me? Real talk, blood. They have two dead men walking, blood. They'd be like, yo, these man taking turns on the bench. Pause.
Honestly, man, it's mad, isn't it? Listen, where are we? Let's do a couple of these super chats before we get out of here, troops. What we got here? Here we go, Southport. Big up, Dan, my guy.
Southport, real G.
Yeah, real one, man. Big up, Dan, my guy. Troops. There's very good possibility that we can win both. It will decide if we pass the April test and players' mentality, then we can do it. If he does both, bro, that's one of the best ever, right? That we've seen at Arsenal's history.
I'll say it right now. If he does both, he's the greatest Arsenal manager of all time.
There we go. A lot of people are saying that, bruv. A lot of people are saying that.
Like I see AFTV put out this thing. They're saying rank these number 4s in order, and it was Vieira, Cess, Ben White, and Mertesacker. I ranked it Vieira, Cess, Mertesacker, Ben White. But if Ben White wins the Premier League, he jumps above Mertesacker and Fabregas.
Facts.
But at the moment, he's 4th. It's on Twitter.
Wow, that's a good question. You know, that's a good question. I love Ben White.
Mertesacker was my guy though, blood. Even though he was slow, yeah, his positioning was second to none, blood. If he had pace, he would have been the best defender in the world. I don't care. Because in the air, you can't beat him. Positioning, you can't beat him. Leadership, one-on-one defending, he's on point, blood. The only thing that would run him was pace. You could get him behind, pause.
Yeah, man. Listen, I can't deny that he was class, man. He was positionally and intelligent-wise as well. This one comes in from Football Capo. Big up, bro. Says, salute, Dan. Vibes mixing it with you on Football Corner. Big up, man. Make sure you head over to Football Corner as well last night and check that one out. Says, troops, we met outside MetLife this summer. Need to link in NJ ASAP. We beat City and it's ours to lose. Big up, bro.
Big up your damn self, blood. Hey, you saw at MetLife, man got ambushed, bro. If he was there, I couldn't move, Potsy, blood. There was old women asking me for pictures. I was like, bitch, you don't know me?
Love, man. Love. They probably got involved. Like, oh, this guy, yeah, let's get involved in the picture.
Blood, it was crazy. I knew who knew me. And I knew who was just like, who's this guy getting surrounded?
Yeah, man, that's mad.
Yeah, blood, I knew, fam. But big up your damn self, Football Capo, blood.
Yeah, big up, bro.
See the swarm of bees round troops. Brother, it was crazy. I'm not even capping, Potsy, blood. It was... Man were pulling me, bro. It was crazy.
Man, that is mad. I've seen it before, though, bro. I've seen it before.
Oh, man. America's crazy, blood. You need to pull up, blood.
Do you know what? I need to get out there, man. I know we're going out there again, aren't we?
This year they got West Coast and East Coast again. It's LA then Philly.
Yeah, I need to get out there, man. Apparently it's mad. Absolutely mad out there.
Crazy.
Like, all I hear is, like, get out there, Dan. Get out there. That's all everyone says.
It's a mazza, blood. If I go out there, I'll probably stay with my guy. My guy's got a spot in Cali. I'll probably stay with my guy in Cali.
Nice, man. Yeah, it's got to be done, innit? You've got to try and get out there somehow. But yeah, it's mad. I know it's all pre-season and stuff is mental out there at the tour. But listen, we got a title to win in the Champions League to win first, man. I mean, imagine if that happens, it'd be even more mad out there. Do you know what I'm saying? I was saying that down. It will be. And do you know what? Streets won't be ready. Judges asked a good question to me the other night, man. I didn't know the answer. If we win both, right? I don't want to get carried away. But if that madness did happen, what happens with the trophy parade? Do you get like one trophy parade? Do they do two? Like Judges was asking. I don't actually know.
They're gonna
do one with.
Yeah, they parade it as one, innit? Because when United won the treble, remember when we done the double in 02?
Yeah, we did it as one.
It was a one. They had the bus, and then like one man had the Premier League on one side, and then one man had the FA Cup on the other side. So that one side of the crowd saw the league, and then one side of the crowd saw the thing.
That's right, man. I remember Adams and Vieira as well.
Adams and Vieira. And then the first time it was like 98, it was Adams and Wenger.
Yeah, I remember this now, man. Oh man, memories, beautiful memories.
What was it by the Old Town Hall?
Yeah, it was, man. It was, man. Oh, it's crazy, absolutely crazy.
I remember my mum took me out there from like 8:30 in the morning, blood. We was out there from early.
Yeah, it's mad. It is mad. Listen, going back to there, even to this day now, when I walk past Highbury, I like. You close your eyes sometimes, you think, oh, I remember what this looked like. I remember all the burger vans. I remember all the stalls. I remember all the club shop where that was, where the North Bank entrance was I used to go into. And I was like 13, 14 when I started going. It's just mad, bro. It's absolutely mad. So, yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Listen, we're going to leave it there, people. Absolute legend. Big up for coming on, my bro. What you got coming up, man?
I got back again. We're live tonight, 7 p.m. Okay, no, blood. Thank God you're not a goalkeeper, yeah? Jesus Christ, blood. Butterfingers over there, blood. At least he can put it top bins and break the line with the pass, blood. You get me? Project Busquets for real, blood. This ain't no Project Neuer. You get me? Project Busquets, blood. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, back again. We go live 7 p.m. For my Jamaican viewers, we're playing America tonight, and I've messaged Brennan. I'm trying to get the graphics. We should be doing a watch along tonight for the USA Jamaica game, going live at 10:45 p.m. Kickoff 11 p.m. I think it kickoffs 11 p.m. or is it 10 p.m.? Is it 10 p.m. or 11 p.m.? I need to check.
I'm not sure, man.
Because I don't know if America are 4 hours. I chat. Is New York, is Dallas 5 hours or 4 hours behind me right now? Let me know, chat, blood. Yeah, before we go off, blood. Chat, let me know, because that will determine whether I go live at 9:45 or 11:15, blood. Because when the clocks go back, 5 hours. Okay, cool. It's 5, yeah? So what? Dallas is normally 6 then. So Dallas is normally 6 when it's, because New York is 4 right now, because when the clock go back, it goes back to 5. But Dallas, I'm not sure, because obviously I know about Yankee. I know about the New York thing.
5, apparently.
There's 5, yeah?
5,
okay, so I'll be going live at 10:45 for the Jamaica-America game, and then 7 p.m. back again. You get me? We're live. No Flawless today. He'll be live at 7 as well, doing an interview with Rant. So we've got Traps taking his place. Pause. But big up Potsy every time. Make sure you subscribe to the craziest football podcasts on the roads. You get me? If you want Wenger in, Wenger out like debates, then this is the place, blood. You get me?
Love for that, man. Come on, you're always welcome. You know that. And we'll be back tonight, man. I think we're back at 7 as well, funny enough, with all the guys talking all things football, about the points deductions and FFP stuff and all that malarkey, man. It's going to be a good chat and a good debate. So, yeah, make sure you're tuned in for that. Make sure you like and subscribe. And make sure you do me a favor, people. Make sure you click on Surfshark VPN. It's in the pinned comments. Make sure you get yourself one of those, man. It's absolute class. It has to be done. And if you want to see some unbelievable acting, and EastEnders are watching, then just check this out. We'll see you later, people. Take it easy. Yes, judges.
Hello, Dan. How you doing? You
what are you up to, bro?
I'm actually watching the football, mate. This Surfshark VPN is a lifesaver, mate. You can watch the football with a dodgy Wi-Fi, even at the Emirates when you've got a big crowd there and everything like that, watching the football. Unbelievable.
Easy to set up? Well, it must be if you've done it, mate.
Oh, very, very funny. Even abroad you can watch all your favourite programmes. It's like being at home, mate.
And that's exactly what you guys can do too. Click the link in the description for Surfshark VPN.